on damage control. So particularly when others are creating situations that you need to react to.
So I don't have any teenage kids, but I'm around a lot of people who do, and this is a big problem, is, you know, they'll go on Facebook and say stuff, and it's like, it's way worse than like a damage control crisis PR scenario. Like, those kids are nasty. This is crazy stuff. And I do think the core is being authentic and real and responding effectively. I don't feel you have to respond to everybody all the time. That's my own feeling. The sort of way to circumvent the real issue, the bigger issue, is you do not have to go into damage control if you have a valuable community there before. And so one of the things I tell people is, again, you don't start a community when you need it, you start a community so that it's there when you need it. So a great example would be like, you know, I love the example of Bob Lutz, GM. He had his Fastlane blog, and you know, listen, who would want to be a fly on the wall? This is before the whole thing imploded. Back then, this was a smart guy who was won all the cool shows talking about automotives, and people would come in and be like, your cars suck, and your cars are killing Americans in Iraq because of the oil. And instead of him having to defend himself, the community was so thankful that he was actually putting his thoughts out about cars and stuff that they came in and said, listen, don't screw this up for the rest of us. Like, he's actually being real and authentic. If you have a complaint, call this person, write this person. But they were actually defending him. And I believe in a crisis scenario, one is obviously respond fast, effectively, truthfully, be there. The best thing to do is have a community there for the haul so that when something does happen, they can also be your foot soldiers and help spread the word and make things better. Most brands from the PR side don't do that. They don't cultivate that side of having people there to really connect and do things for them.
And on a personal brand, the same?
So on the personal brand, I think it is similar. And so I just had this last night, actually. I wrote a blog post about this Facebook, the new portal, 2 days ago. And basically started off by saying there's been this report that said that Facebook is the #2 website in the US. It overtook Yahoo. And so I wrote a whole thing about how maybe these personal sites are now becoming our new portals. And somebody, the first comment was something like, where did you get that stupid idea from? And it's like they didn't read the first line that said it's actually, they were like, I don't believe that. I was like, well, what do you mean you don't believe it? So instead of me like being frustrated, you know, listen, read the first line and go back, I just waited. And like after 5 minutes, someone came in and said, dude, read the first line, you idiot. And I was like, beautiful. And so communities can actually be very self-correcting when they care. So yeah, I do think it works with personal too. Thank you.